do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Taken in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
McDonald sets to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Quick pass out to Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be now likely a punt on their opening drive. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. On the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, fighting off the defender. 32 yards. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 32. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
On first and 10, McDonald. This is the tight end fan. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 18-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
18-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a second and goal. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's third and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And his kick is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The drive starts with a run by Allen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Over a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Second and 13. Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Broncos 3, Raiders 0.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, first and 10. Throwing is McDonald. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 23 yards the pickup there. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down,
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 25th touchdown. tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And he puts it through.
That's the score. Broncos 10, Raiders nothing.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
15-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. To Allen on the dump off. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Gun now on 3rd down. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
At the Broncos' 36-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Here's 2nd and 8. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And a slant hauled in by Ruggs. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. Make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Quick throw here, that's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds in the first half. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it. And that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Young Wei Koo set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Las Vegas.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, you know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Following the fumble recovery, McDonald. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get about 5 here, so he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
That's a 12-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. And that'll set them back 5. Another attempt now from 5 yards further back. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Broncos 17. Raiders 10.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive with a give to Allen. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3.
They stay on the ground with Allen. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's got it up and through.
That ties the game at 17.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. McDonald. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're going to try and throw, eluding the pressure right. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. first down. Allen. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They keep it on the ground. Allen again. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And Las Vegas, first down.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Gay's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. With touchdown number 27, that ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Well, CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. And that deserves a couple exclamation points. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Greedy now to return. And bounce across the 25.
10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Allen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run with Allen. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Reception here by Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
He's back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. throw there going to be incomplete. So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive. The bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Allen. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow. Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but not, you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Quick pass out to Miller. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now the Broncos are going to use the second. Their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. They'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So for Las Vegas, the win moves them a couple games over 500 now at 7-5. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.